today. Okay, we'll go ahead and call us into session. Have a motion to go into Board of Equalization.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we enter into the Board of Equalization for the day.
We have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. So let's have the deputy clerk swear everybody in that is going to participate.
Do you solemnly swear that any testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
Yes.
So under Idaho Code 63501, the Board of County Commissioners are required to convene as the Board of Equalization. We're here to determine market value under Idaho Code 63205, which states that all real, personal, and operating property subject to property taxation must be assessed annually at market value for assessment purposes as of 12:01 a.m. of the first day of January in the year in which such property taxes are levied. Furthermore, under Idaho Code 63502, the function of the Board of Equalization shall be confined strictly to assuring that the market value of assessment purposes for assessment purposes of property has been found by the assessor, and to the functions provided for in Chapter 6, Title 63 Idaho Code relating to exemptions from taxation. The taxpayer shall have the burden of proof in seeking affirmative relief to establish that the determination of the assessor is erroneous. A preponderance of the evidence shall suffice to sustain the burden of proof. We're here to discuss the market value of the property, the condition, the state, or information that is relevant to this topic. This is fact and not opinion. We are not here to discuss taxes, past grievances, policy, personal income, or other issues. If you do not stick to the discussion as requested, your time will be reclaimed. So the process is that you will be given 3 minutes, and then the assessor's table will be given 3 minutes. The commissioners will ask questions or answer questions, and then we'll have a discussion and make a decision. The rules: be kind, direct all questions or comments to the board. If your conduct is out of line, you will be warned. If your conduct continues to be out of line, you will be asked to leave or escorted out of the building. Okay, your 3 minutes begin.
Hey, thanks, Commissioners, for allowing me to come today. So I have a parcel connected to my home, and the assessed value on that parcel came up to be $18,833. It's about 2,000 square feet of space, of lawn. It sits underneath power poles, and the market value of that I don't feel is $18,000, which comes out to be roughly $8.68 a square foot. $8.68 a square foot is a lot for unbuildable, unusable land. You can't put a building on it because the power lines hang down. I can't put a pool in it because of ground lines. The market value of other parcels that are nearby. One such on the same road, just a few houses down. Lot number is RPRPHUS 000200, is a buildable lot, and it's priced at 84 cents a square foot. There's another similar parcel on Duke Street, RPRPCT 4002700, also just a skinny piece attached to someone's home, also priced at under $1, 93 cents a square foot. And again, both of those are lots that are nearby, comparable, and I don't understand how the assessors could say, well, yours is worth, $8.68, and theirs is worth less than $1 for similar properties. One buildable and actually usable, and the other almost identical to mine, unusable other than another sliver connected to the property.
Okay. Questions? Your 3 minutes begin.
As the appellant stated, it is an extension to his yard. It is in a different phase of the subdivision, so it can never be combined. The surrounding land values are at $85,250. So if you take his home site that is at $69,000, let me pull it back up. where his home sits is at 69,750, and we adjust the adjacent lot to 15,500, that would bring him in identical to his neighbors for about the same size lot. He has .22, the other ones are around 2.2 to 0.23. So that would match him with the neighboring.
So what's the set value of all the lots around them?
85,250. And the combined right now is 18,833 plus 69,750 is at 88,583. So if you adjust that one to 15,500, then it brings him right in with the neighbors.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Now, $85,000 for the lots on
Terry?
well, Terry, one of the busiest streets in ISU. Again, we have some issues there. I beat them up on land the whole time. So, yeah, as long as the two parcels equal what, because everyone else's parcels. Now, I will also say there's going to be a little where I would probably say it would be a little less because there are deed restrictions on it. Because I know that piece of property. Because did you just buy that house?
It's a couple years, yeah.
We've dealt with this property before because they have deed restriction on the back. That's what that parcel and the parcel next door to it is. So they can't go.
That little triangle?
Yeah, the triangle and the lot behind them. Those are. I think there's utility gas easement or something inside of there. You can never do anything with it. So I mean, you might get away with putting a shed, a bully barn or something like that over there. But hope nobody comes and catches you. I mean, you can't.
It's movable.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Can't
It's
be
got to be
permanent.
movable. It can never be permanent because you'll get in trouble. And so that's what I'm saying is I have no problem with the parcels being set equal, but then those parcels need to probably be adjusted because they're not usable, and they've always just been a token value because of that. And then the main value is put into the house and the other lot. So I don't have a problem with it being, in there. I still have a problem with $85,000 for a lot on Terry Street, of all of Terry Street, which I get. It's university area. It's highly desirable, but it's single-family residence, and it's the highest and best use right now compared to the temple and all of those areas up on the hill. How do you have the whole street like that?
What I would then maybe suggest, since we're only talking about $3,000, reset it back to the value of 12.1 due to the restrictions and
Yep.
the inability to use things on it.
Yep.
And that puts him pretty close to where everybody else is, but that does compensate for the lack.
You still have value to it because it's what we call standoff. Your neighbors can't be over the top of you. You could, there is some use that you have to it. You can plant gardens, you can do other things, but you got to be very careful with it. But it's still.
So, Mr. Chair, on parcel RPCT 2001300, I make a motion that we set its value at last year's value and put a note in the file to keep it there due to the deed restrictions that are in place.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
So, we've taken it back to last year's value. You have the ability to appeal our decision, and so does the assessor's table. You can appeal to the state tax board or to the district courts.
Okay.
But other than that, I would say that your hearing is over.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You know
Thank
the
you.
Hodges that have done a couple houses down from you?
Oh, I love Jeremy. He's a great guy.
That's my niece,
Jeremy's wife,
Heidi.
Heidi, is your niece.
She was my son's kindergarten teacher.
She's fantastic.
It's a small world when you get in
they're
these
great people.
situations. All right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
All right.
Admin, where are we starting?
Admin. The first one I have is Anthony Hoskins.
Well, I thought that was, I opened his file and he had one of those round shower. I thought it was one of those vacuum elevators. I was like, oh, that's a bat.
Do you guys have any notes on this one, changing the bathrooms?
So we don't really differentiate, when it comes to bathrooms, we look at, total fixtures, but we really go from a half bath, a toilet and a sink, to a full bath. A 3-fixture bathroom for us would be a toilet, a sink, and a shower, or a toilet, sink, and a tub shower. We don't, we value those the same as far as mass appraisal.
Yeah. And some people would argue, depending upon where that bathroom is and what it is, that's more desirable than having a tub. Another thing, not being able to maintain, improve, or renovate our property like our neighbors. I don't want to have a discussion or debate about motivational purposes behind those.
Well, that's one of the big reasons that when we're looking at the year built and the effective age, if you haven't done any improvements, we're going to value your home as if it was all original without any improvements.
I have a neighbor that is severely physically disabled for being an old guy and is just wheelchair canes, can barely walk. And his house, he keeps that yard, that is his sole purpose in life. He gets out there and that you could putt on that grass. And that's the whole thing that bothers me. It's just means sometimes is not responsible for it.
Mr. Chair, on parcel RP EP 2001800, due to lack of evidence in the file and the current market value or the market value, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, next we have Rodney Harrison. Looks like you had a worksheet on this one.
You have a worksheet on this one,
Which
Jason?
one, Kimball?
What's that?
I'm
Okay.
showing a worksheet in
Lot
the
value.
digital packet.
Yeah, they've adjusted in Ernie's packet, they've adjusted the lot value down.
Yeah, it looks like we brought the total value down from 553,714 down to 516,214.
See, so this just goes back to my point. Now we've made this guy's lot less than the entire university neighborhood.
Is this a university?
No, this one's up on the Satterfield Hill. And so,
Well, that is below what the market says, so, Mr. Chair,
Yeah.
on parcel RPRCBR 4002200, I make a motion that we accept the assessor's adjusted price to 516,214.
You have a motion, all in favor say aye.
aye.
Aye. Next we have Casey Anderson. I don't know where these people get all these, there's so many different national averages. None of them correspond.
Well, and nobody knows how to like cite it. I mean, APA format is not that hard. I mean, come on, people, just tell me where you got it from. Give me the study. Is it peer reviewed? Is it just some, backyard conversation with your buddy?
Yeah, and the house itself, we've got a 1999 column. Pretty standard for the neighborhood. When we looked at the value, it looked like it was right there. We didn't find any opportunities for correction.
Well, the problem is their argument is based upon, they're talking about tax values. They're not talking about assessment values. Not the same thing.
Motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would move on parcel RPR CBIV 001500 that we pulled the assessor's value.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Next, Tony Dudley. And on here it says that he pulled parcel ending in 3900. He still wants to decide on the one ending in 5100.
For the other parcel.
Land values and how big that is that 5100 parcel? How much? What's the square footage on that house?
Why is that one not coming up?
Commissioner Huff, it's missing a D on the parcel number. It's RDDOW.
And that's down in Downey.
DD. Thank you.
I'm showing total square footage on this property, 1936 with 1552 finished.
What year was it built?
Built in 1930.
What's its effective age?
Still 1930. We don't have any updates listed on this property.
Is this the guy's primary residence?
Doesn't have homeowners on it.
No, he doesn't live here then. And they're
Jensen, Utah is where he's from.
I mean, it's a big house, it's there, it's just old. If it would have been a newer house, it would be probably 300. As big of a house it is. Mr. Chairman, on parcel RPRDDOW00, I can't tell what that last one is,
5100.
5100 that we uphold the assessed value.
Do we have a motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
What about the other parcel?
He
pulled it.
Oh,
on
he
it.
pulled that one. Okay.
On 3900, we did make an adjustment.
What was your adjustment?
Our adjustment was from 100, total value of 102,121 down to 79,497.
Mr. Chair, on parcel RPRDDOW003900, I make a motion that we accept the assessor's adjusted value of 79,497. Land?
The land, I just had total value. I can look it up really quick.
Says the land was at 34,435 still, and the
Off
adjustment was on the improvements.
Yes, the adjustment was on the improvement. The land was 34,435 and the improvement went down to 45,062 from
Next one is Flynn.
67,696.
Jennifer Flynn.
Our PIO sister-in-law.
Prefers admin.
It looks like there was-
So this is the other one too. You're on South 19th, the busiest corridor that moves in to the university, and your house value, your land value is $85,250. And we just dropped the land value on the one up on the Highland Hill to $82,000. I'm not arguing the improvements all day long, without a doubt. But every one of these I don't.
There was a worksheet on this one? and it went up.
I don't have any notes as to what caused that $1,200 increase, but I wouldn't recommend that we change.
No.
I thought it was interesting. We go up.
$200,000 in the course of 3 years.
Yeah.
This is why I say, yeah, improvements all day long. That house, as big as it is, what's going on, the square footage, it's, you know, but yeah, you're on a street that you'll stand on South 19th for 5 minutes and you'll find out why at about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Recommendation, conversation.
Give me 1 second to look at one more thing. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Hold unless you're going to do a mass adjustment on a subdivision, which I don't think we'll be doing, so.
Mr. Chairman, parcel RPCT 1001700. I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value due to lack of preponderance of evidence in the file.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And next is M hanging double T. Land values stay the same. They've actually gone down since 20,
Mm-hmm.
and
And actually, all the land value stayed the same. The only thing that's changed is the improvement, which I'm okay with that.
motion.
Mr. Chairman, on parcel RPR 4265009900, due to a lack of preponderance of evidence, I move that we uphold the assessor's value.
A motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Florence. It's another one that they have a worksheet and it went up.
I'd keep it the same.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, on parcel RPPOC 098100, due to a lack of a preponderance of evidence in the file, I make the motion that we uphold the assessed value.
A motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next one is Karen Barron. I'm gonna recluse myself from this. This is my cousin.
Okay. South Fairway Drive. Let's see here. How's it? On this one,
It's the land value issue.
yeah, again, I move on parcel RPR PFW 2000600 that we move the land value back to last year's value of $81,250. There's a motion on the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sorry, I forgot to accuse yourself. I was sitting there waiting for you to do something, man. Sorry about that.
I knew that.
All right.
And while we're there, if you look at James Walker, that is her family, so I'll stay out again.
Okay.
And just go ahead and do that one.
Lands in place, you don't have. Yeah, how many square feet total is that? My thing turned on the, let's see here, total finish. It's a big house.
It's 2184 total.
Assessed value of 255.
So they're about $100 a square foot.
That is
Which
below
is in-
what the market says, so I'm comfortable leaving it where it's at. Mr. Chair, on parcel RPRPPFV013400, due to a lack of a preponderance of evidence, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
We have a motion on the floor. Is there further discussion or any other motions? All in favor? Aye. Okay.
All right, let's go to the 9 o'clock hour.
Cooking with gas now.
I'm gonna go refill my water.
Okay, we'll be at recess.